Yeah, damn it, yeah! Welcome, everybody, to the One Shot Killers podcast. I'm your host, Hardcore Icon, Brent Scott Noon, with your co-host, the King of Bong Style, Jojo Valvano. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing good brother. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. Just got done watching a solid episode of NXT. And not only that, we're good brother, but we also, because we did, normally I'll just skip it, but I'd say I thought last night's Monday Night Raw was a little bit better than tonight's NXT, which really isn't saying much if I'm truthfully honest. But,
Let's jump into it, brother. The be-
yes, sir.
the
I'm going to have you
beginning
start
of
us
Raw.
off.
The beginning of Raw. CM Punk cut a pipe bomb
On Pat McAfee.
and Roman because it kind of felt like two promos, two different ones. You got the ring promo where he was in the ring talking about Roman and talking about his main event match and all that. And then you get outside the ring and he gets like fired up, bro, roasting Rock. He goes after Pat McAfee. Like
He even called this company his business, the same business that he left and shat on for 7 years.
yeah, we'll
I will
pretend that never
never.
happened.
Oh, no, 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 no. Just like Shawn Michaels' bald match, we got to say that it happened. All
What
right, Joe.
happened?
His two losses in the UFC, they happen. All right, Joe. And let me tell you something. All right. Now, I'll admit, I respect him standing up for WWE. Okay. I really do. But, however, um, I just find it a little hypocritical. Now, I think Pat McAfee's comments weren't Pat McAfee's own comments. I'll say that. But I will say this, it's caused WWE to retaliate in a major way. And CM Punk was on some serious shit as far as it relates to TKO. Since TKO has bought the WWE, ticket prices are at an all-time high. And it wasn't until this promo and that they even considered lowering the tickets because WrestleMania still ain't sold out.
And yeah,
And
look, Pat McAfee made sure we knew that, and CM Punk also said it too that it basically is it sold out. And he said during it, he's like, you need. He even mentioned without mentioning Vince McMahon, and said like, and he was like, you you did something for like the remember the dog the
oh yeah, you ate dog food for a weird
for
ass old
yeah,
man.
yes, that's what it was. And then he said that same weird man used to try to say I wasn't good enough and all this, and I took my money and I left.
And you know what
My
he did?
fuck
He
you
did.
money.
And then he went broke. And so he came back for more. And so
Well, you're roasting Phil over there.
I mean, I'm being honest though. I'm being honest, and and the thing about it is, I think what got me is when he said "my business." Like motherfucker, for 7 years you didn't care about this my business. You wanted nothing to do with this my business. So
I
I mean, that's one where I just find it a bit hypocritical. But I will say this: he was 100% on point, just like McAfee. Though he may have been out of line, he was 100% on point. This bad booking, this bad creative, not just the ticket prices, but this bad creative is why WrestleMania ain't sold. Now CM Punk in the WWE defense is saying it's because the ticket prices. Both are true. That's the thing. Both are true.
yeah. It was just crazy though, man. Punk had that normal promo that we know from him, talking about Roman and hyping up WrestleMania and saying he's here and that Roman isn't because the crowd was chanting for him, OTC. But then the minute he goes outside the ring next to the announce table, bro, he just goes off. Like the CM Punk we know 2011. That's what we got outside the ring. So it felt like two different promos for like a second. But this
It
was
did.
excellent. Like this was excellent.
Now, now I feel like though the the good thing about all this is people have started looking at Triple H as the good guy.
Yeah.
And so, it's kind of funny. The same fans, fuck you, Triple H, and this awful fucking booking, are now the same people who go, it's not his fault. It's TKO's fault, Joe.
I think it is his fault, but it's TKO. I do agree, but I also think it's his fault too. Like this is just they need to lower the damn prices, bro.
Like, Joe, think about this. For you and your family to enjoy WrestleMania again, if they keep it up at these prices, it'll never happen.
Yeah.
I'm being honest, never. And for me, ain't never been. Want to go, but probably won't ever. And with the way these ticket prices are going, I'll never go.
I'm glad though that Punk mentioned that in the promo. He's like, lower the prices because I want these families to show up so they can see me kick or like shove my foot into your freaking his like teeth. Or he said something like that, but he was like literally
Yeah.
shoving foot. And I was like, okay. Or
And
step on his throat. That's what it was. Step on his throat.
And bro, I can 100% agree with that part of the promo because he's right. Families and groups of friends and fans should be able to go to these shows and enjoy some high quality entertainment, but also without breaking an arm and a leg. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's where Vince McMahon's era, just that alone, is a lot better than this Triple H era.
Yeah. Man, though, poor LA Knight.
No, poor Liv Morgan.
Okay, well that okay, let's talk about that before. Okay.
Okay,
Liv.
because bro, I was watching this right
Mm,
when Stephanie Vakir comes out of nowhere and just fucking launches
oh.
Liv into Roxanne, but I didn't think that was the nasty bump when I watched it live. It's when she slams her face first in the TV and the TV smashes and you hear
Yeah,
that loud ass thud.
that was awesome.
That like now she's actually got a fucking balloon.
Dude.
Liv Morgan's got a balloon on her head
Oh my.
because of what happened.
It was
And it turns out that both women, Roxanne and Liv, were under concussion protocol for hitting the concrete.
and there's a chance Liv could miss WrestleMania, I'd read. So I hope that's not true. Because like this sucks so close to WrestleMania, literally 2 weeks, a week basically. So I would
And
hate if that happened. But like, bro, it looked like she was about to talk to Roxy about Balor because I watched it over,
oh,
and
she was.
yeah,
And then the fight happened. But I'm just saying, bro, like the fact that concussion protocol happened, we seen the
yeah,
balloon on Liv's head,
and
like
Roxy,
that. And I haven't seen what Roxy looked like after. I've
she has
seen
a
Liv.
small little one right here, not as big
Oh
as
shit!
Liv, but it's there.
Like but bro, they got fucked up, bro.
Dude, I've watched it over and over. The freaking just sound of it, I can't. It
It's
literally,
nasty.
yeah, like. But she was literally about to get like she told Roxy, she's like, we had to beat him up. I know you're with him and cool, like he brought you in, but we had to do this. Like, do you understand? And then she goes and says, listen, Liv, boom. Like
So
I feel like she was about to say something to send her.
what if she's still with Balor?
She is, bro. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm thinking, bro.
She wasn't a part of the beatdown. She wasn't like literally. She walked in just like hi, and then Liv's like, "How you doing?" And she's like, "I'm doing good." And then I see a baby face coming out of Roxy right now. She's
Me
not gonna be
too.
with them
And
because
which makes sense because Balor's just going to keep getting his ass whipped every single week until WrestleMania at this point.
Roxy's gonna turn at WrestleMania
Uh,
and help Balor because they're all gonna be right there. Liv's gonna, or neither that or she might help. She might screw Liv out of the title shot.
but dude, no, if say Liv were to beat Stephanie, and then Liv's watching Dominic's match, and that happens, bro, and you could build Liv versus Roxanne for the title following WrestleMania, that'd be so good, bro.
Because Liv already said she doesn't want to be a babyface ever again. She loves being a heel, so I think she's going to stay a heel for a while. But Roxy's for sure turning. Like, for sure. I seen it last night. She was about to say something, and boom, that attack. So, something's going to happen out of that. But that was an awful, awful, awful sound I heard, though.
Yes, sir.
Even the TV spot, but, like, just that boom. They shouldn't have been next to each other, bro. They know they're about to be in a story and she was about to attack her. Why would you be right next to her?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking if she's gonna throw her into me, I'm gonna be there to catch her. But
No, but
still, you're
Stephanie
landing.
came in like boom.
And then when she launched her to TV, and you hear that smack off the TV, bro, I thought that was real. It turns out it was.
Did you see Roxy kind of like just disappear? Like she
Yeah.
rolled away, like she was actually seriously hurt.
Yeah, I seen it.
Because I literally watched it again. I see her literally get hit, and then she just ducked out of the camera scene, just went
Uh
away.
huh.
I don't think
And
she was supposed to do that, but I think she was really hurt.
no, I thought they were really hurt too, bro. Like, and it just looked so bad.
Just that bump on her head, bro. Like seriously, Liv's a real one. She took, dude, like the holy shit.
But it could
Liv
have
and
happened.
Roxy.
It could have happened to anyone else.
Yeah, but this is Liv.
Yeah, I know. That's the saddest part.
And she literally said, "You're mine now, bitch."
What?
I love it. Oh, I didn't love that, but
Oh no, I get it, Joe. I get it. And then, LA Knight finally got his WrestleMania match, brother, with 6-man tag. LA, what? Usos, what? Versus I Show Speed, what? Austin Theory, what? And Logan Paul,
who's been
what?
calling us? Who's been calling it? Us.
Us, bro, us, my G. And
Unfortunately, now we got it.
and
Listen,
you
I'm not
love
happy.
this shit. You love this good shit, bro.
No. No, I'm not, bro. I was literally like, I'm telling you right now, LA Knight is gonna get pinned by Speedball. Or not Speedball.
I Show Speed.
I Show Speed. What you know what I meant. I said
Yeah.
awful segment. I hate that now LA Knight's in a nothing happening 6-person tag that could be on
I mean,
Raw.
to be fair, he wasn't even supposed to be booked on WrestleMania.
Is it bad that I'd rather him not be at all than be in a 6-man tag?
Yes, actually.
I know what you're saying.
You're what? Not only the TV time, but you're saying you would rather not get a payday.
Because this match is pointless. I want him to be in a serious feud or serious something. This is not serious. This is just.
And Triple H said, "Nah,
You love LA Knight? Well, you know what?
6-man tag."
And we're gonna make him get pinned by the YouTube guy.
And Joe, that's the kind of shit you love. That's the kind of shit that makes you watch wrestling every week.
Oh god.
And
That's stupid.
it's okay,
He
Joe.
got rolled up, man. I can't believe it actually.
How about Rey Mysterio interjecting himself into the ladder match?
Well, before that, they had a 6-man tag that I thought was really good with Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon against Americanos. Good 6-man tag.
Yes, sir.
But Ray was injured. Why are we putting him in a ladder match where he could easily get re-injured?
Because that's that good WWE booking, pal.
He was supposed to fight Gunther.
And now he's in the ladder match. Yep.
Does this make any sense to you? Because it's going to be a great match with him in it, but it's like he could get easily hurt again. I
Bro.
don't know how I feel about that.
And they're like, we don't care.
You could have put Viking Go in this match, and it would have been better. At least he's like one of those dudes that can go now. Like Ray's great and all, but it's like I don't want to see him get hurt.
Well, that's fair. I mean, look at the last time we seen Edge in a steel cage.
Exactly. I don't like that, but it doesn't make sense. Gunther and Seth are going to be wrestling. Great match, but this feud still don't make sense to me. Seth called out Gunther. Paul comes out, or no, not Paul. Gunther did come out, and then this is the thing. Seth is talking to the crowd, and I'm thinking about like turn around. Gunther's behind you. Turn around.
Uh-huh.
Did he turn around? No.
Nope.
Gunther grabbed this mother trucker and started choking him out. Seth tried to fight back, but yeah.
And bro, he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing.
He choked out Seth, but then he basically left and told Paul, because Paul said, "Thank you, man. Thank you. I didn't know that you were gonna do this, but thank you." And then he said, "You owe me a lot more than just a thank you."
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
That's
And
the O.
bro,
Or that's the O.
Brock and Oba, bro. I'm excited for this shit, bro. At the
This,
end of the show, bro, I thought Brock Lesnar was gonna whoop Oba's ass. I thought they were fighting for real at one point, actually, when he threw the chair.
yeah. And maybe they were. We've seen Brock and Braun get into a serious fight. You never know. But I didn't
But
see
bro,
any reports saying it.
all I know is Oba Femi's gonna whoop that ass,
They didn't
boy.
sign the contract. What was the
They,
point of this if you're not going to sign the contract?
bro, and that's where I thought it felt a little real, bro, because they didn't even go back to the contract or nothing. But they don't need to, bro. At this point, they don't need
Yeah.
to. I just want to see Oba beat that ass, bro.
Brock and Oba is going to be great. It's actually more built up, and the crowd's more excited for it than really Randy and Cody.
Yep,
If I'm being honest, like when Oba and Brock are face to face, that crowd's electric. They're going crazy.
bro.
And
Oba
it
already
was,
feels like a star.
yeah, he's in the main event. Like this was great. I really enjoyed this. Um, the Gunther set stuff I enjoyed. The CM Punk promo was great.
Mm,
I also enjoyed Finn Balor. The Demon is coming back.
what,
He said it to Dom in a promo backstage that he didn't know if this was ever going to happen again, but Dom has unleashed the Demon, and he gets to see him at I think
WrestleMania?
Saturday
Yes, sir.
for WrestleMania. But
They get night one, bro.
yes,
Of it. That's a night one.
that's gonna be good. But what else happened on this show? I didn't really care for Bailey and Lash. It ended with all the people fighting. The Bella
I did,
twins might not.
bro. I don't want the Bellas to win. I don't want
Well, they
them to
might not
win.
be in it because Nikki's hurt.
Oh, I mean, Joe,
And the report
Joe.
says if Nikki and Brie don't make it back, then Asuka and Kyrie will replace them. But if not, we might get Asuka versus Io at WrestleMania because Io basically called her out on social media.
But now, see, that feels too close to the show now.
It is, but I want that over freaking a fatal four way. I'm sorry, with Asuka and Kyrie in it.
I mean, I agree with you, but Joe, we're so close to the show now. We're like a week or two away.
So do we do Asuka Kyrie together? They lose. Asuka attacks Kyrie. Io saves her at WrestleMania. We build to Backlash, or do we have Io Asuka at WrestleMania because it's a WrestleMania match?
I would rather take that one.
The Mania.
Yeah, the first one at Mania where the Kabuki Warriors lose, and then we build up to that one-on-one match.
I
I
could
think
like
that'd
that.
be a lot better.
I just wish they built this up so we could get it at WrestleMania. We might, you never know, but I like that
Um,
idea too. But yeah, honestly, the only things I really didn't care for were the Bailey Lash match and then the Rhea Io match. I didn't like it. Jade ended up beating her down after. I still don't care for this.
So I like that she ended up beating Io down too, right in front of her, and Rio was helpless. I thought that part of it was good.
It was fine. I'm not excited for this match. Rhea's
I
gonna
didn't.
win.
Oh, I never said I was excited for it, and it's 100% clear Rio will win. I'm just saying that was a good part to what was happening.
The best thing on this show, honestly, was the CM Punk pipe bomb promo. I think honestly, like the
Oh,
best thing.
100%.
But the second best thing would be Oba Brock.
And then the third is the lift thing.
Yeah, that's still holy crap. That sound to me, just I hope she's okay because she showed us her big old
Me too. I hope she's
yeah
not concussed, bro, because if she's concussed,
we're
she's
screwed.
missing Mania.
Yeah, like who do you replace her with? Roxanne? Maybe that builds up the story even more because if she loses,
Then
Liv will
there you
give.
go.
I still want Liv to win at WrestleMania. Like I hope everything's good because like Roxanne too. I hope Roxanne's good as well because she also has a nice little spot in
Yeet.
the head.
Oh, yeah.
But now we get into NXT, my brother, which started off with the new NXT World Champion Tony D'Angelo. I almost mocked
Tony
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
Yeah,
So I did not care for this opening promo, bro.
It
Like,
basically had all the same participants from Saturday, and
yep.
then an eight
And
man
then
brawl led to it.
they got beat up by Dark State.
Yeah, like we're
Right.
getting Ethan versus Tony next week for the world title.
But did you know how I said Tony was not going to be the most important guy in his own title feud?
Yeah,
This is what I meant. This is what I meant, bro.
yeah. I like Tony, I really do, but I just don't see him as world champion. And like,
And it's not even his fault, bro, but the
yeah,
booking is just horrendous.
but it's like, who's he gonna feud with? It's the same people: Joe, Ricky, Ethan, and all three of them are gonna head to the main roster. Then what?
Right. And that's where they really have to build up some new men's stars, bro, and that are actual stars. Because right now, without those couple guys, NXT's men's division is awful.
They had a little interaction. Tony and Casey,
Hmm.
they had a little face off because he won his triple threat against it was Casey versus Jasper versus
And
Josh Briggs in a triple threat, which was really good. I actually enjoyed
this
it.
this was very good, bro. But Carver, bro, was whooping that ass.
He got the win. So like,
Hmm.
I think he's next most likely. That's gonna probably take the title from Tony.
I could see that, but I just don't know if he's ready yet.
Me either. But one of my favorite matches in the night was the first match actually.
Huh.
Soruka versus Izzy Dame.
This was so damn good, bro, and
Yeah.
so was about to win, bro. But then that fucking Zarya came out and screwed her over with a spear.
It's not over, man. She speared the shit out of her. And then
Bro,
Izzy threw that girl back in the ring, got her finisher. 1, 2, 3, and got a win. I was shocked because
to me too.
I thought Soruka, because I love Soruka. I figured she just won a big match on Saturday. She's not gonna lose on Tuesday, you wouldn't think, but Izzy went over because of Zarya, so they're not done. So I could see their feud going into a steel cage, honestly. That's how
And
this
which
has to end.
that would be very good, but it's kind of like I feel like we just seen that Solruka could beat Zarya clean. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, what else do you know? Like, what else are we gonna do that we didn't see already?
True, true. Yeah, but honestly, I'm glad Izzy got the win on this match. I was shocked,
Mhm.
honestly, but she's still very good. But
That's for
Zarya
sure.
versus Solruk is not over. So, but then we talked about that triple threat, which I really enjoyed. Um, Casey got the win. Jasper and Josh looked really good too, so I enjoyed
That
that.
was good.
The 8 man tag though, I'm glad didn't main event because I did not care for this really at
You
all.
didn't eat this up, bro. The main event guys for the championship against Dark State,
No, not really. Like, at least Ethan got the win. I'll be happy on that. Ethan stole the win from Tony. He tagged him in 1, 2, 3 and got
and
the
then Tony choke slammed his ass all the way to hell.
victory. I thought that was cool. Tony and Ethan are for the world title next week at NXT Vengeance. They got a 2 week pay per view, little special, whatever it is. But Joe Hendry's having a concert as well. Ethan's facing Tony for the world title. And then I believe they even said that Zarya was facing Soruka in I forgot what the match was, like a last woman standing, something like that. I thought I seen. So we might
Oh,
be,
that would be really good.
yeah. So we're getting that. I think night 2, like the week 2, which is after
Hmm.
WrestleMania. But then we got Lexus King versus Starboy, which I thought this Starboy guy was actually pretty solid.
Was it Stardust?
No, it was Starboy.
Oh,
But yeah, he won or no, he didn't win, but Lexus won and he's advancing to the speed tournament. I don't care about this at all.
you love speed, bro. Come on. This is the greatest title ever invented, bro.
Ugh. Miss Parker. Miss
Miss
Parker.
Parker. Miss
She had a
Parker.
promo. I
And,
enjoyed
bro,
this.
And I did too, bro, because she kept talking about how Kalani talks all this shit, bro, but can't back it up. But you know what? Miss Parker always backs it up, bro, and Miss
Yes.
Parker always comes to collect, bro. And she was coming to collect up on this bitch.
And she gonna get her, man.
Alright,
Gonna get her. So that's gonna be
alright.
good. Um. So then we get to Shiloh and Tatum versus I put Mariah, Blake Monroe, and Jackson
I
from
don't know who Mariah is, but I know who Blake Monroe is, and she teamed up with one of the members of Diversity, of
Loser.
the
Like
Vanity Project.
the Jobber crew.
What, bro? These are three young stallions that all want a piece of Miss Monroe.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
This match was fine. At least the right team won. Blake Monroe got the win.
yeah,
Timeless.
yeah.
Um, and then yeah, that's when not,
Lola Vice cut her promo talking about how she was glad that she earned her title instead of just being handed the opportunity like they were going to give her originally.
yeah. She
That
she
was pretty
talked a
good.
very good promo, man. I enjoyed the hell out of this. The
Me
ending,
too. And she
JC came out.
and she said that she was even glad it took her a long time to get to the title because she
Mhm.
proved to the NXT audience and the world and herself that she earned it.
I agree. And then JC came out and said she's getting her title shot.
And
And then
then JC and the girls beat her up.
because Stone was out there and saying, "You'll get your shot, you'll get your shot," and then yeah, they all beat her up. And then um yeah, that's how we end the show with JC standing tall with the title.
Yes,
I
sir.
like
Bro, do you know what's crazy?
what?
And I got a time before we switched talking about shows. We talked about Raw in 20 minutes. We just went through all of NXT in 8 minutes.
That's what I mean. Like NXT was fine. It was nothing like bad, but it's like
Like, it was okay at best, and that's
yeah,
okay. But it's crazy to think Monday Night Raw, which had its moments, but we didn't really think was the greatest, was still better than the shit we watched tonight, bro, by a lot.
yeah. Honestly, like Raw had a lot of good moments with the Oba Brock, the CM Punk stuff. The Seth Gunther stuff was good. That Gunther wants a shot at Brock, so I enjoyed that. The Liv and
Mm.
Roxanne stuff was insane. Demon Balor's coming back, so I enjoyed that. For NXT, like
I enjoyed the Lola Vice promo. I
yeah,
enjoyed Jada Parker's promo.
Sol Ruka
Um,
versus Izzy
that was good. And then there was one more, but I can't fucking think of it off the top of my head.
and Zarya spearing Sol Ruka as well from that segment.
Yep. But that's about it, bro. And it's
The triple
because
threat.
there's there's no good men's division right now on NXT. They need more main event stars, bro.
Yeah, and they need a lot of the main roster people that are doing nothing. Like this will not hurt if you just put them on TV.
That's why I wish Johnny Gargano, being in NXT, had been a thing where he beat Miles and he actually had a whole run and everything. But that is what it is.
Yeah, but honestly, Raw was a lot better than NXT tonight. Like
Yes, sir.
I thought a lot better. But I think Dynamite has a chance to be better than both shows tomorrow.
Bro, you know it's going to be better than both shows tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff tomorrow for Dynamite. Let me look at the
What?
actually
But
because I know tomorrow is the go home show before Dynasty.
oh, okay. Now go home shows are never good usually, so we'll see
I
about
hope this
this.
one is because Dynasty is going to be a great show on Sunday. I know that, but
Oh, I agree, but it's the go home show.
yeah, we're about to see. Let's see. Jericho is going to be talking. for the first time. I know that.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear from the GOAT himself,
Y
Chris Jericho.
2 J.
But did he choose the right place, bro? Did he sign back with the right place, or should he went to the E?
I think he did what was best for business. I'm not gonna lie.
What was best for Chris is best for us. Um,
Fair.
we got Andrade, Mark Davis, and Takeshita versus Brody, Darby, and Jack Perry in a trios match. That's gonna be good.
That'll be good.
And then we got Willow Nightingale versus Queen Amanita. She's coming back for the TBS Championship.
Hell yeah.
I want Willow to retain.
I like Queen Aminata, so I was
I
hoping
like her.
she would.
And then, like I said, Jericho's going to be live. So that's about it for right now.
But
Uh,
I still think it has potential, bro.
yeah, I think it's going to be a good show. And it, like, honestly, Dynamite's been delivering. I'm not going to say it's at the top and it doesn't need fixing because there's still a lot of fixing for it. But I think it's been better than a lot of shows. Like, it's not offensive when you watch it. Like, I can get through a 2 hour or 2 hour and 15 minutes, whatever it normally is. Like, I can
Right.
get through it.
I feel like I could get through Dynamite better than I could NXT tonight.
Yeah, and like they're getting a bigger crowd, like a lot more, and like it's more loud and
It's
like
becoming more enjoyable.
yeah, like honestly, the build is a lot more better. I feel than WWE and TNA.
I'd agree because TNA last week was abysmal.
Yeah, hopefully this week is better, but
I
honestly,
agree.
I'm excited for Dynasty. You got Edge and Christian FTR. Who do you think's gonna win that?
Probably Edge and Christian.
Yeah, I think I'm going with them. Osprey and Moxley for the title now because I guess
Osprey.
the title. I think Moxley's going to retain, but that's the reason I didn't want the title on the line because now Moxley's going to either lose or Osprey's going to lose his first or second match. I don't like that, but
I don't see Osprey losing, brother.
me either. Um, Jamie Hayter versus Tekla for the women's title.
Tekla.
Yeah, Tekla. And then MJF and Kenny for the world title.
MJF.
That's about it that I know of right now. Unless I think that's 4 or 5 matches. They got to put more, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so far, honestly, that seems more of an exciting pay per view than WrestleMania, kind of still.
I'd agree because the build has been a lot better.
Yeah, but I still think WrestleMania will deliver both nights. It's just the build to it is just.
It's been cheeks, bro. I 100% agree with you. And I'm hoping, bro, that going into next year's WrestleMania, they learn from this shit because it's been awful.
Seriously, just build. I'm not saying it has to be perfect, but make us care to spend that money or whatever. Like, we have to care. Like,
Exactly.
that's all.
Because you want the money out our wallets, you got to make us care to want to spend it.
Yeah, we'll spend the 50 like we do with AEW as long as it's given good stuff. But if you're not gonna give
Deliver,
good stuff,
then we're not going to deliver.
yeah, like come on, we're the fans.
Exactly.
We deserve better. Like,
Bingo. And you know what, Joe? Don't forget that we, the fans, speak with our wallets.
yes, we deserve better.
Yes, sir. But honestly, bro, NXT's got to get better because this was just booty, bro.
It was 50, like I feel like every week is a different one
Like
week
the
it's
women
not good.
deliver, and this is what makes it 50-50. The women deliver, and then the 4 guys in the main event, Tony, Joe, Ricky, and Ethan, they deliver. But that's it. And so that's where like NXT has to become more watchable. The men's division has to improve.
And SmackDown's got to get better too because SmackDown was beyond garbage this week.
Oh, SmackDown this past week, bro, was worse than NXT tonight. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah, like SmackDown's got to get better with their shit. NXT's got to get better because one week can't be. I don't want one week being good and then the next week it's like average and then the next week is mid and then it's average and then it's bad. Like, come on, get better.
I agree. We just want solid, good stuff, bro.
Yeah,
that's
we
it.
want it to make sense. That's us. That's real, honest fans. We're not trying to be bad, be those fans, but they got to hear this.
Exactly. And so bro, that's all I can say about that. I hope the shit gets better. But I know that Dynamite will deliver tomorrow. So I'm excited for that.
Me too. I think it's gonna be a good show, and like I said, it's the go home show. Hopefully, it's good, but
Mhm.
yeah, we'll see. I think it
Can't
will.
be can't be worse than tonight, right?
True. I think
So
it's gonna deliver. Honestly.
I agree. So with that said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace out and good night, everybody.